Hello, bonjour, Alberta. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta? And those numbers just keep on growing? Oui, oui, c'est vrai, it's true. And thanks to Shaw TV Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about special people, places, events, and activities happening right here in this great province, in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English, and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Restez à l'écoute.
Bienvenue and welcome to Hello, Bonjour, Alberta. I'm Marc Lalonde.
And I'm Anne Boiteau.
And today we have two very special guests. We have Michèle Katuku, Health Navigator, Program Coordinator. I'll explain what that is. And Dicky Dikamba, who is the founder and executive director of CANAVUA, an organization that organizes volunteers to promote social solidarity. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And before you explain what you do, we'll ask you where you're from. If you're not from Calgary, then what brought you here and when did you come here? And we'll start with Michèle.
Thank you. I'm from Congo, DRC, the capital city in Kinshasa, in Africa. And I've been here in Calgary for 2 years ago with all my family. And I volunteer about for a year in the community, different community. Thank you.
So they've already put you to work, eh? You just got here
Yes.
2 years ago. That's great. And Dicky?
Yeah, Dicky Dikamba. I'm born in Congo too, and I used to leave Congo when I was like 20, going to France to study law in France. I used to live in France like almost 11 years. After that, came in Canada, and with my wife, and I have 3 kids here in Edmonton.
Did you move directly to Edmonton from France?
Yeah, directly, because my wife, she used to live here before, and that's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And for you, Michèle, was Calgary your first destination in
Exactly.
Canada?
Yes. Zambia, Calgary.
Ooh,
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
big difference, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not as
Especially
big
the
as
weather.
Edmonton.
Yeah, it would have been bigger,
Bigger
going
difference
to
there, for
Edmonton.
sure. Okay, well, let's talk about CANAVUA.
Yeah.
Now, CANAVUA is a combination of the words that are the organization, aren't they, that you
Yeah.
founded?
Yeah, CANAVUA means Canadian Volunteers United in Action.
Ah, okay.
And if I want to talk about CANAVUA, it's a long story. I'm born in the family my dad used to show me how to give time in community. And when I was in France, I used to give time in at university and a bunch of services. And came in Canada. I used to live in Edmonton. Then I saw there is Volunteer Alberta, Volunteer Edmonton, Volunteer Calgary, but nothing in Francophone community. Then I get the idea to create Canadian Volunteers United in Action, starting from Francophone community and helping everybody.
Okay.
So you, if I get the idea right, you encourage volunteers to register with your organization,
Yeah.
and then you redirect them to other organizations?
Yes, we do that. We do that too. And you know, Canada is a big country, and people coming from everywhere. And in Canada, people who are Canadian, it's a culture in Canada to give time. But there is some people like me coming in Canada, we don't know how to volunteer, how to give time.
Or where.
Yeah,
exactly.
or where. Then I get the idea to to help to match people who are looking for volunteer work and organizations who are looking for volunteers. So that's yeah. And our strategy is to recruit volunteers, to train them, and dispatch them in our community. Yeah.
But you also have some of your own programs too. That the volunteers. I can certainly see the appeal, because if you want to be a volunteer and you choose your own organization, well, what happens if that doesn't work out?
Yeah.
Whereas if you go through an organization such as yours, you have all kinds of choices. You can even volunteer for more than one at a time.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I see.
So what kind of training do you give the volunteers?
It depends of the service we have.
Okay.
Sometimes we have a program like Meals by Bus. It's a school bus going around, a small school bus going around the mountain to share hot meals to homeless people, single parents, and newcomers. So we train those people with safety concern. So to handle those kind of food, we have to be trained a little bit. Yeah, we have like 15-20 minutes of training for that service. We have another service like when we try to send volunteers to maybe for the race in Morinville. They have to help in Morinville. We have to train them for traffic safety, something like that. We have a bunch of training we give to our volunteers.
And I imagine that varies with the organization that is receiving the volunteers.
Yes.
Sometimes they would do their own training, I would imagine.
Yeah. We have a mentor in our organization. You know, when we have people who came back again, those people we try to help them to become the mentor for others. Right. So, and we have the project coordinator who help us to do a lot of kind of services. Yeah.
And Michèle, you're responsible for a specific type of program.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, as Dicky said, in Edmonton they have a lot of programs, but since this January we've opened a branch in Calgary, and we wanted to open with one program first before bringing other programs. And that program is Health Navigator. And Health Navigator is a program we are using our volunteers to go. We have a target, a population target, the vulnerable population, like senior people, pregnant women, low family income, newcomers. You know, those population who are vulnerable. And with our volunteers, we are going to keep them, to get them, to escort them to the medical appointment. And some among them don't know how to speak English, so we are there to translate for them. Yeah, that is what I'm doing, especially here. As I didn't say it before, back home I was a lawyer, family lawyer, so I used to deal with those kind of people, those people vulnerable, we know, to place kids to the new families, those things. So it's similar for me to do the same thing here. That's what I'm doing here now.
Well, especially in these two cities where public transportation is really quite difficult for people to learn how to use, and it's frankly not very efficient. So you have someone that accompanies them to their appointments in a vehicle.
And what I want to add too is we receive grant from Health Canada to run this program here in Calgary because we have people who doesn't speak very well English. So we need interpreter, and we need interpreter trained. Yeah, that's why we have in our organization people, some volunteers who are going to Beauvalley College to do medical terminology. So, so it's for safety and so.
So, you mean you take the students from Beauvalley College? You don't pay for them to go take the course?
No.
But they're already in the college learning that skill.
For now we have 4 students And
Okay.
that grant help us to pay the fees, teachers' fees for those students to do
So
those. Yeah.
their tuition is partially
Yeah,
paid.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
As part
yeah,
of this program.
Ah.
yeah. So
That's good. And Calgary was a specific target from the health department, more than another
Or do you have the
city?
same funding in Edmonton?
No. We have the same
Oh,
funding in Edmonton and Calgary.
Okay.
So we start with the Health Navigator program first in Calgary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've added a new program this
Yeah,
year. You've
yeah.
added driving lessons.
Driving lesson, yeah. The driving lesson we received grant from Alberta Traffic Safety Fund in February 2014. So we give to our clients 6 hours of trainings. Then when we have done with those 6 hours, we bring everybody to the registry. Then right away they're gonna get their class 7 driver license. So it's a
Wow.
very amazing program, and we used to train from February to December 300 people in Edmonton. Yeah.
Well, so it's very popular.
Yeah, very
I
popular.
can certainly see that.
Yeah.
I've actually
Yes.
accompanied people
Yeah.
from Brazil and Taiwan
Yeah.
to do the same type of thing. And just the habits of driving are different
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
Yeah.
that without some kind of,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
local training,
Yeah, local
they're going to
training.
fail.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not that they're bad
So-
drivers, they just
so-
don't have the habits.
And in French. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
So
In
you
French
on that
as
side.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just very quickly, where does your funding come from? Is there some way that viewers might be able to help?
Yeah,
with
we
that?
receive grants from Government of Alberta, the CIP program, Community Initiative Program. We receive grant from Health Canada. We receive grant from City of Edmonton, what we call a community operating grant, and we receive grant again from Alberta Traffic Safety Fund.
So
Yeah.
how many employees do you have currently?
Right now we have 4 employees, 3 in Edmonton and 1 in Calgary. This Michèle.
Michèle,
Yeah.
Lots of
you're the
room for
Lone
growth.
Ranger here.
Yes,
Yeah.
and all of that Lone Ranger for sure. For sure. So what's
And
in the
more-
future?
And more than 400 volunteers in our database.
Wow.
Yeah. So the future is we want to help people to be engaged, to be involved in their community. You know, as I say before, there is people coming from Africa. They don't know how to volunteer, how to give time. We try to help those people to get connection, to be
Exactly.
connected. It's help them to have a job.
And to feel that they belong.
Yeah, you see,
And that they have value and all of that.
To have a
Yes.
network, we help those people, those kind of people,
people.
meeting people, and
So
yeah.
hard when you first move. Eh?
yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. This is the end of the English section. We're very happy to have Michèle Katuku and Dicky Dikamba
Thank you, Mark.
of CANAVUA. But please stay with us. We continue en français.